and I love to talk to everyone about the foundation, like, what it takes and what we cover, the magic and miracles and possibilities that these foundation classes create all over the world. Yeah.
Yeah, and the question is now, please comment below. Have you done foundation before?
Yeah.
What did it create in your world? How much space did you get after it?
Yeah.
Share with us, please.
Yeah. So everyone who's watching this, let us know what your experience was like with foundation. And those of you who hasn't taken the Access Foundation yet, what would you really like to create in your life? What are some things that you know, if you had a choice, if anything and everything is possible, what would you love to create and actualize in your life, in your business, in your body, and in your relationships and communications? Um, During the 4 days of foundation, we talk about like everything. My participants ask me questions and I facilitate them, and we move energies, we change energies, we pull energies and push energies. There are just really incredible tools of access consciousness that we share in these 4-day classes. It's really amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was your experience like with foundation, Isa?
Mm-hmm. After the first time I did foundation, I've taken it 3 times. But after the first time, I was a completely different person. From the inside and also the outside. When I see like my first day to the last one, my body, my face completely changed.
Mm-hmm.
And also I started having a lot of space in my world. I really understand that it's all about choice. When I choose something, everything in my world will change to actualize my choice.
Mm-hmm.
So the most the best memory that I have about this foundation is that we played, and then the playing was uh, if if you have if you don't have any excuses, what would you choose? And then I start making choices like in every 10 seconds. And then I choose to travel around Brazil, start facilitating bars classes because I was almost a bar facilitator at that time, and run more my bars because I didn't know anyone close to me where I was at that time in that city. So I start doing a lot of choices. And then after like one month and a half, suddenly a friend invited me to travel to visit her, and then she is a bar's practitioner also, and then it actualized my choice of having to swap bars, and then I start traveling. I've met CFs, and then I discovered that I can translate English to Portuguese with ease, and it's fun for me. And then I started traveling and facilitating bars classes all around Brazil. I traveled for like 9 months, more or less. And it starts with foundation, with a choice that I choose without any point of view of how it would be, how much it would cost, how much I would earn, and just no point of view. I just go with the flow. It's like this. And also my life, my relationships, my points of view about money, um, A lot of changes, because foundation is 4 days class. So in 4 days, we have a lot of topics, a lot of clearings, a lot of space to open in our lives. And it starts with a choice.
Wow,
And
amazing.
yes, and I'm very grateful for the woman who I contact about foundation. And I was at that time worried about the price of foundation. And then she said, if you really want, if you really choose it, you will get the money, you will get foundation, you will find out. But it starts with a choice. And then it was one of the best choices I did in my life, foundation. It
Wow.
completely changed my life. I really dive into access roads. And it's amazing. I love access consciousness.
Wow.
I
Well, it
love
sounds
foundation.
amazing. It sounds like after foundation, something really opened up and you got to choose, and you got to do lots of different fun things, right? So
Yes.
how does it get any better? So this is one of the tools that you learn in foundation as well. Whenever you experience something great, you go, how does it get any better? So you don't limit the greatness that's taking place in your life, and by asking the question, how does it get any better? It actually expands more of the greatness in within you and in your life. So for my experience was kind of funny. So I was trying to start my company. I designed jewelry, and I really wanted to start a very successful company, and I wanted to make a lot of money. So, and I was under a lot of pressure to create a company that will be successful. But then how do you know from the beginning whether your company will be successful or not? So I find access consciousness, and I found a facilitator in New York. I used to live in New York back then. And, I'm taking the class. And I was taking the subway going to the class that morning. And I was kind of getting sick. It was winter time and I felt like I was catching a cold. And so I texted to the facilitator, hey, Christine, I don't think I could come. I feel kind of sick. I feel like a fever is starting. And she goes, okay, well, put your hand on your chest and like a rib cage, like bottom of rib cage, and say MTVSS. So I was like, what is that? And she was like, I'll explain it to you. We cover this in foundation, but this is going to help you with your immune system. So I was like, okay. So I did it in the subway, and I felt some sort of like energy kind of changing and moving, and I started feeling a little bit better. So I felt good enough to go to the class. So I walked into the class, and class started, and there are some like really interesting things. So I read through the manual fast because like I want things to happen fast. So I don't want to wait for the facilitator to go over all the topics. I quickly flip through the manual, and the topics are quite interesting. And I don't remember what the topic was. On the second day, I asked a question to the facilitator. What's this? What is this about? I don't understand. Can you tell me more about this? And she turns to me. Instead of answering to me and giving me the answer, she goes, what do you know about it, Nicole? So I was like, I don't know anything. What do you mean? I'm asking you. I paid money to get the answer, right?
I'm here to learn.
Right. I'm here to get the answer because I want to make my life great, and I want to create a successful business. You tell me the answer. You give me the answer. So that was my attitude. And she was like, what if you know, right? She was asking me that question again. What if you knew that answer? What if you knew what to do about your business, what to do about your life? And I was like, I really don't think that I have the answer. I don't think I know. So I was like kind of getting annoyed, here I was, I paid the money for the class, but the facilitator would not give me the answer. So I learned that we have this incredible knowing. We're very aware, all of us, not just me or you. We have this incredible awareness and we could perceive, we know, you know, but in this reality, we've been brought up to search for answers and get the answers and just rely on answers rather than opening up and being like really space and it totally expanded out and being tapped into the awareness of this universe and consciousness. Everybody, most of people would grab onto a little answer and they would think that that will serve them or that will change their life or something like that.
That's the right
So
answer.
yeah, the right answer, the right formula, what's the right formula for success, you know? So it was quite new for me, like that was so new to me. And but here I was, there I was thinking that I knew so much and I've studied many different things and I thought I was smart, I thought I knew it all, you know. But access was so different than what I knew. And so, you know, I started to just relax and just, you know, step back and I got that, wow, I don't have much ease. I don't have much joy in my life. And certainly I didn't have much glory, the exuberant expression of life. I was just so busy working all the time. I was so busy making money. And I had a very successful career in fashion industry. And some people would have been, you know, jealous of what I've had created or what I was capable of creating or doing or being. But my life, I mean, honestly, I tell you now, it was much easier glory. I was just so, my mind was so bogged down by the business and my future, you know, the future that I didn't even know what it was going to be. I was just desperately trying to make my company successful. And that was not fun. You know, I had a lot of aches and pains in my body, and I was working so much, and I didn't have much relationship going on, you know, with my friends and family because I was just always like stressed and working and cranky, right? Because you're tired, you're always working. So I was like, wow. So Access's mantra is all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. So we said that together in the class a few times, and I fucking cried. I was like, what? A lot of other people seem to have ease, joy, all of life comes to them with ease, joy, and glory. But to me, it wasn't that. So I was like, wow. So I started asking the question, wow, what would it take for me to have more ease, joy, glory in creating everything that I wanted to create, you know? And I still didn't have the answer, and I was still searching for the answer. Oh, what could it be? What could be? How can I have more ease, joy, glory, right? So I was like so into how, like trying to figure it out. And the last day of foundation, my facilitator said, "What if you start speaking to universe, start talking to the earth, and ask for contribution from the earth or from the universe?" And I was like, whoa, wow, really? We could do that?
Can
It's
I
like
ask
a,
for it?
yeah, we could really ask for contribution to the earth or to the universe or to the trees, the rocks, you know? Some people may do that to crystals, but like that sort of thing was so new to me because I was trying to do everything, you know? And I really got that, wow, it's such a lonely entrepreneur life, lonely life, trying to achieve something but not willing to receive from anything or everything. Ah, so that's one one of the things that I experienced in foundation, and there are so many interesting things that we cover. And so fast forward, I took some other classes in access consciousness because it was so interesting. And I noticed that the energy was changing in my life with my work. I started smiling more, and I had some body issues. All of that went away gradually. And, more money showed up. My business became more successful, and a whole bunch of people showed up, and they were loving my products and my creativity. And so, back then I was really shy because, like, I had this sort of attitude towards expressing myself in terms of not willing to share my creativity and abilities, but sort of like hiding it and suppressing it, thinking that it wasn't good enough. But in Access, one thing that I really got was that me being me and creating and delivering everything that I can while being me, that's the greatest gift that I could make to other people or to this planet. And this is like one of the amazing tools of Access, that, like, are you willing to receive judgments from other people? So I know that a lot of people are afraid of other people's judgments. But what if we don't have to make it so significant or something that's hurtful or damaging? What if everybody could have their own opinion, their own point of view about me or about my work? And what if it's okay? Even if they don't like me or don't accept me, what if that's okay? What if I don't have to make it significant? So another tool that you learn in Access Foundation is interesting point of view. That person have that point of view about you. Interesting point of view. That person has all that judgment about you, right? And then I just let it go, right? It's just interesting. It is just an interesting point of view that that person has that sort of thought, feelings, and emotions about my work or my creativity and whatever. So that sort of like neutralized the intensity of trying to resist and reject other people's opinion over my work. And that sort of melted me and I became free.
Then
So
you receive more.
yeah,
And
because
it
guess what?
just passed through you to all the judgments.
Yeah, so what if everybody could just relax around other people's judgments? Because so many people hide their brilliance because they're afraid of other people's judgments. But what if it's okay? What if you could just be you and continue to produce your work, continue to live your life? And what would that create if you don't have to be afraid of other people's judgments over you? You know? So that question, that tool just really contributed to me so much. And we use access clearing statements a lot in this four-day class. And it really helps to remove that unnecessary energy that's around all these points of views, the judgments and certain hurts and wounds and past experiences that scarred people's lives. And we all the points of views that we make, we solidify them in our body or in our mind, our head. So access bars are really, really great to let go of all those interesting points of views. And also we learn some body processes as well during foundation. So all the points of views that we locked up in our own body, those body processes could really help releasing them with total ease. And it's fun and it's so nurturing, it is so relaxing. So I just love facilitating Access Foundation. There are just so many different aspects of it that could contribute to people's lives. And some people have like spirit issues, like entity issues, and we even address those as well. So it's for the mind, it's for the body, it's for the spirits, it's for the energies, it's our contribution, our communion with the earth and everything surrounding us. So this class was like different than anything that I've ever taken and studied before. And people really get that all the things that they considered their life was actually made up with a bunch of lies and certain things that they didn't even know about.
And
So you
also
get to,
implants.
yes, all the implants and explants that you didn't even know that you had them, or somebody put them in, or you yourself put them in. You get to clear them, and then everybody get free, and everybody gets so happy, and so much ease and space become just available, like in this class, and it's just so magical. Some people take it, every year or every few years, because as your life evolves, you use the tools and you evolve more, you expand more, and you take on, something greater, something bigger in your life, and then you deal with certain aspects of that. So you may want some facilitation by the facilitator, and so that you could create more ease, more magic, more possibilities. So we start next Thursday, and what is it? What are the hours? It's 9 a.m. Eastern Daytime. We finish around 3 p.m. and it's for 4 days. So Thursday through Sunday, lots of fun. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us, to either Isa or myself. We're here to explain anything, any questions that you may have. And we promise it'll be fun. It'll be quite intriguing and interesting.
Yes. Now, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you
Yes,
something?
yes, yes, yes.
What about a clearing that we can share to people in our group, and they
Oh,
can run it for a few days?
oh, oh, yeah. So, what would be a really great clearing? Any idea, Isa?
Mm,
Oh,
about
okay.
choice,
Cool.
about what do they
What?
love, about having no choice. What do they hate about it? This kind of
Mm.
questions. What else is
So,
possible?
what would you love to choose? What choice can you make that will create greater for you for now and for future? So this one's like really simple. What choice can you make? So you may not know what that is. Just like me, in my foundation, I didn't know what choice I really had to make that would create greater. But when you ask, the universe will support you. You may not have the answer right away, or some people have the answer, or some people have more awareness around what's possible or what kind of actions they could take right away. But your awareness may pick up certain things a day later, or a week later, a month later, you never know. And things change, and you could always choose something different. Every 10 seconds, you could switch and choose something different. And it's not about this heavy commitments that you have to make because you make a choice. No, in access, choice is something that you choose. Whatever works for you, you choose. If it's life for you, choose. And every 10 seconds you could change, or you could choose something different. It's totally up to you. So just keep it really light and expansive and fun. Why not? And earlier we talked about the mantra of access consciousness. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. And I love this. And I say this to myself over and over again, 10 times, 20 times, some days. And those of you who are experiencing your life to be not that fun, not that great right now, and if you're going through a lot of like intense stuff or some issues, how about start repeating the mantra? All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. And what would it be like for you if you had more ease, more joy, more glory in all different areas of your life? So I'm looking forward to being with you and explore the different possibilities and play with um, the tools, the incredible tools of access consciousness. All right. So thank you so much, everyone, for being
Thank
here,
you.
watching us. And how does it get in any better?
Yay! So see you soon in foundation. We start in a few
Yeah.
days next
Yes.
week.
And oh, so we have a prereq. Prereq is the access bars class. And if you really like to take the foundation, but if you haven't taken the access bars class, please let us know. We could figure out something and set up a class quickly or whatever. And it's online. So the foundation will be online. You could join us anywhere if you have internet, okay? All right. Have a great afternoon, everyone. How does it get any better? What else is possible? Bye.
Bye!